Hi guys, today we are going to talk about disaster recovery. What does disaster recovery means? Disaster recovery is the process, policies or procedure related to preparing for recovery or continuation of the technology infrastructure critical to an organization after a natural or human-induced disaster. Disaster recovery is a subset of a business continuity. While business continuity involves planning for keeping all the aspects of a business functioning in the midst of distributive events, disaster recovery focuses on the IT or technology system that supports business function. Now let's have a look of importance of disaster recovery planning options. As IT systems have become increasingly critical to a smooth operation of a company and arguably the company as a whole, the importance of ensuring and continuing operation of those systems or the rapid recovery of the system has increased. It is estimated that the most large companies spend an average between 2% to 4% on their IT budget on disaster recovery planning, with the aim of avoiding larger losses in the event that business cannot continue to function due to loss of IT infrastructure or data. Of companies that had a major losses of business data, 43% never reopens, 51% closed within 2 years, and only 6% survive long term. As a result, preparation for continuation or recovery of system needs to be taken very seriously. This involves significant investment of time and money with the aim of ensuring minimal loss in the event of disruptive event. Let's have classification of disaster. There are natural disasters. The first is a natural disaster such as flood, hurricanes, tornadoes, or earthquake. While preventing a natural disaster, it is very difficult. Measures such as good planning, which includes mitigation measure, can help to reduce or avoid loss. And the second category is a man-made disaster. This includes hazardous materials spills, infrastructure failure, or bioterrorism. In this intensive sequences and mitigation planning are invaluable towards avoiding or lessening losses from this event. Control measure in recovery planning. Control measures are the step or mechanism that can reduce or eliminate various threats for organization. Different types of measure can be included in BCP and DRP. Disaster recovery planning is a subject of a larger process known as a business continuity planning and should include planning for resumption of application, data, hardware, communication, and other IT infrastructure. A business continuity plan BCP includes planning for non-IT related aspects such as key personnel, facility, crisis, communication, and reputation protection, and should refer to the disaster recovery plan. Preventive measure for the IT-related infrastructure recovery continuity. This article focuses on the disaster of recovery planning as related to an IT infrastructure. Type of measure. Preventive measure. These controls are aimed to preventing an event from occurring. Detective measures. These controls are aimed at detecting or discovering unwanted event. Corrective measures. These controls are aimed at correcting or restoring the system after the disaster or the event. This control should be always documented and tested regularly. Strategy. Prior to selecting a disaster recovery strategy, a disaster recovery planner should refer to their organization business community plan, which should indicate the key metrics of recovery point objective and recovery time objective. For various business processes such as process to run payroll, generate an order, the metrics specified for the business process must then be mapped to the underlying IT systems and infrastructure that supports those processes. The following is a list of the common strategies for data protection. Backup made on a disk on-site and automatically copied to off-site or made directly to off-site disk. Replication of data to an off-site location which overcomes the need to restore data. Only the system that needs to be restored or synchronized. This generally makes use of storage area network, it's SAN technology. Highly availability system which keeps both the data and the system replicated off-site, enabling continuous access to the system and data. Implement precautionary measure. In many cases, an organization may elect the use of outsourced disaster recovery provider to provide a standby site and system rather than using their own remote facility. In addition to preparing for the need to recovery system, an organization must also implement precautionary measure within an objective to prevent a disaster in the first place. This may include some of the following: local mirror of a system or data and use of disk protection technology such as RAIT. Surge protectors to minimize the effect of power surges on delicate electronic equipment. Uninterruptible power supply UPS or backup generator to keep system going in the event of a power failure. Fire prevention, alarm, fire extinguisher. Last but not least, antivirus software and other security measure. This concludes the presentation.